Pentagon and Air Force officials have warned repeatedly in recent months that China is making rapid progress in building its nuclear arsenal. But as that growth continues, key questions remain unanswered about how China will structure their strategic power, according to a new report. The People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, which controls China's nuclear and conventional missiles, has evolved from an unsophisticated small force of short-range and vulnerable ballistic missiles to an increasingly large, modern and formidable force with a wide array of nuclear weapons and conventional weapons platforms, notes the new Casey primer. But while much has been made about increasing silos and warheads, the overall numbers are still far behind the US and Russia, said Dr. Brendan S. Mulvaney, director of Casey and one of the primary authors. China's new nuclear triad, however, deserves more attention, he said. In particular, the early stages of China's nuclear triad raise all sorts of questions for the PLA's Air Force and Navy, according to the report, as neither branch deals much with nuclear weapons. An open question, which China doesn't talk about much, is when you build a triad, what roles and capabilities will you have in the Air Force? Mulvaney said. Because for them, the PLARF has all the ICBMs, right? So traditionally, the PLARF has basically had control of all weapons in China for the last few decades, for a long time. And when that changes, what role does the Air Force play? Or, it's conceivable that they would come up with something similar to our Strategic Command, in which case, they would start merging all nuclear weapons or nuclear disengagement authorities, Mulvaney said. While those questions remain unanswered, Mulvaney said the goal of this primer is to provide personnel across the Air Force with a basic understanding of China's military aerospace capabilities, in line with Command of Action C from Chief of Staff General Charles Q. Brown, Jr., which encourages airmen to understand their role in the long-term strategic competition between the US, Russia and China,